Yubi Beauty, and I'm here today with the gorgeous Johanna Appleby, who is creative director to the brand, makeup artist extraordinaire, and all-around fabulous mom, wonderful person.
Thank you.
I'm so happy to have you here today because there's something we need to talk about.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, and the issue is this. I get from a lot of women that I meet, I do trade shows and I'm online, comments from people that they are interested in makeup, that they love what it does for their self-esteem, but when it comes to makeup, they're not so interested in foundation.
Right. I hear that a lot as an artist out in the field, that some people are like, can I just do it without foundation?
Yeah.
So I totally understand.
There are just some people who are not super into it. And I think also during the warm summer months, people tend to not want that extra layer on their skin.
Exactly.
So the question for you is whether you can actually achieve a flawless look without the foundation step.
Absolutely. I think the key to that is having good concealer.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times people's concealer is too light for them to wear by itself. Sometimes they need that foundation layer. So choosing a concealer that'll allow you to wear it by itself. Having the lighter concealer is great when you are going to do foundation or a more dramatic look. But having a basic kind of concealer color, that's the key. And then also there's powder options. So some people consider foundation just liquid.
Mm-hmm.
So making sure that you're using the right vernacular so that you understand that a foundation is not just liquid.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes there are powder options that people are more comfortable with, but you can go from as natural as you want to as dramatic as you want without foundation if you have the right products.
Well, you heard it here first. The thing is, though, I mean, words are all really great, but I think what I want to do is ask you to take all this face off and show us exactly what you mean, exactly how to do it.
If I must.
Please.
No problem. All right, let's get into it.
All right.
In order to do a foundation-less face and still look flawless, you only need a few key things. We're going to start with a concealer that matches my skin tone. This is most important as we are not going to put foundation all over the skin. We want to make sure that any discoloring is covered. So I'm going to start underneath my eyes, just a little. I'm going to go around my nose and around my lips. And then if you have any blemishes on your skin that you like to cover, you go there as well. So I have this little guy here who we're going to make disappear. And any other blemishes I'm just going to live with. I'm going to then come behind with a color corrector. This is important if you have really deep blemishes or you have any blue or redness around the skin. I'm using this orange just around my lips to brighten just a touch. Then I'm going to go in with my Yubi brush and blend out. So just under the eyes, around my nose. And when you're blending, you want to think about your face as kind of a starburst. So the center out like that. So when you're blending the color, you want it to diffuse out into your cheeks. And the same around my lips. Blending the edges so that it just melts away. Once you have your concealer applied and blended to your satisfaction, we go right in, and I like to work from the top down. So I'm going to go brows, I'm going to do cheeks. I guess that's not really the top down. I'm going to do brows, cheeks, mascara, and then lips. So keep it simple, I'm using a brow gel, and I'm literally just going to brush this on. If you have very fine brows or the hair is not very noticeable, you can use one that's darker. If your brows are darker than your hair, like mine are at the moment, you can use one that's lighter to soften them. So I'm just going to do a light coat over them. A lot of people tend to like brow gel if they have difficulty getting that perfect brow. It's a lot harder to mess this up. It also helps to keep unruly eyebrows in place. So if you have a brow that is naturally thicker or the hair tends to move around throughout the course of the day, a brow gel may be your best friend. See, that kind of lightened my brow a little bit, gave it some more structure. Now we're going to go back in with our UV brush and do a cream blush. If you're not doing a foundation underneath, a cream blush wears a lot more naturally on the skin. It looks a lot softer. So I'm going to do just a couple presses on the tip of my UV brush. And I'm going to work from the back of my face forward. What that'll do for me is accentuate my natural cheekbones. And I'm going right on top of the bone versus underneath. And I'm going to pat it until the color that I want or the level I want is achieved. And once I've achieved that level, then we'll just buff out the edges a little bit. We don't want a hard line across your face. So a little trick I have is to take what's left over on my brush and buff it lightly over the outside corners of my eyes. A lot of times blush can look less authentic because it's the only place that you see that color. So buffing it on the outside corners of the eye gives it a more authentic and natural finish. Another place you can apply that is just at the chin, just a touch, and on the tip of your nose. And again, that's just what I had left over on my brush. My final product for skin is a liquid highlighter. So you can create your own liquid highlighter, which I did here with some rose water and pigment, or you can purchase one if you find one that you like. I'm going to again go with the tip of my brush here. And just on the top of the cheekbone, on the outside corners, for a little added glow. Down the bridge of the nose. If the bridge of your nose is very pronounced already, you can skip that step. I'm going to do the top of my lip. If the top of your lip is very pronounced, you can skip that step as well. And I'm going to do just underneath my brow bone. Finally, we're going to finish that off with a coat of mascara and some lip gloss. And I like to get the base of my lashes really good, which makes the lash line look darker. And I use the width of the brush to do that. And then once I've done that to the level of my satisfaction, I use the tip of my brush at an upward motion and just tap the tips to elongate them and make sure that they're coated. For a doe-eyed look, that wide-eyed look, you can do your bottom lashes. Not doing your bottom lashes gives you more drama across the top. If your eyes are lower set or sunken in just a touch, the bottom lashes will help to kind of bring those forward also. Just a little bit, and using the tip of the brush instead of the width of it will help give you more control, and you're far less likely to touch your skin underneath. Once you've got that where you like it, you can pop on your favorite lip gloss. Today I'm going for a nude, very neutral. This is a NARS lip gloss in Stolen Kisses, which I love. It's very sheer, but it still adds some color to the lips without it being too bold. It's one of those that I call a purse gloss. You can kind of wear it with anything. And we're all done. No foundation, still flawless.